Hello Capricorn, thank you very much for tuning into your general read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan. For supportive Oracle cards, Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacy DeMarco. Alright, I already shuffled. Let's go ahead and see what we have. I do want that right there. This is Capricorn, yeah? I like this so far. I do. I think this is going to be fairly good, actually. I think this is going to be really good for you. The way this is set up, and the way Capricorn energy goes, the way I understand it, looks very good. Because when this is coming in, you have the world coming in. The world is a big change, a big phase shift, right? You got the Nine of Cups with it, which is making me very much feel like this is on plan for you. Like, almost like whatever the situation, whatever phase was leaving, you're like, yeah, that was done. And I was done with it. It kind of came to an end. And when you're coming into this next one, you're happy to start this next one. There is a little rough energy there. So for some of you, the last phase may not have ended that well. You may not have wanted it to end, just to be fair. But they're saying what's done is done. When I'm seeing the world here in the past, kind of like it's done. So whether you liked it or not, okay, let's do that. Whether you liked it or not, it is over, but you're happy that something new is coming in. Either way, you're happy that something new is coming in. Because they got the Nine of Cups here. Like, something else is coming in, and you're very happy about not only that it's there, but how it's coming in. Because in the action line, you got the Nine of Pentacles with the realization. Like, things are changing. Things are looking a lot better than they did. Things are not completely washed out if you thought they were. The Nine of Pentacles is making me feel like there's something very stable coming into the environment, and you're realizing that this is good. You may not have originally thought that, but when you're touching it, it's in your hand. It's kind of like when it's in your hand, you have tangible evidence. This is what it is. I can see it, feel it, touch it. That's when the realization is, this is good. I think this will be good for me. I'm very happy to have this. Now, the environment has the Empress card here. Like, there's a lot of faith in you. Whatever you're coming into, you're very much wanted. You're very much wanted. You're considered a very good piece to the puzzle. You're figured, like, you're wanted. Let's just put it that way. You're looked at it with high value. So all of this energy is what's pulling you into this next situation. So it's starting off very well. Now, the next thing that happens I'm seeing is very good for Capricorn too, from what I know of Capricorn. You got the Page of Pentacles. When you're starting something out, you like to get your feet wet. You like to get used to the temperature of the water. You slowly get into it. You just ease yourself into it. You get used to things, and you get more into it as you go. And you like to get that. You like to get familiar with something before you get, knee deep in it. You like to slowly get used to it. And I feel like you're able to in this situation. You're slowly getting used to it. You're getting connected to the situation. It's going at a pace that you're happy with. You're happy with how you're getting involved. You're happy with how you're getting involved. You're happy with the rate at which you're getting involved. Finally, it's spit out. And this is what's going on in the environment. You're working very well with whoever you're working with. You're getting along with them. They're getting along with you. They're realizing everything you absorb very well. And they can depend on you. They realize you're very dependable. It's going very well. I do realize that the energy you're working with does have the Strength card here. They might prefer to go faster, but they respect that you go slower to start. And they're also respectful that, like, when you absorb something, you truly absorb it, so they can depend on you and trust you that that's going to be absorbed and that's going to be done well. So it's kind of like, well, I would like to go faster, but usually when we go faster, people make a lot of mistakes. This person, the Capricorn, we're going noticeably slower, but we're having noticeably a lot less mistakes. So it's balancing off. And they're like, you know what, might as well keep going at this rate because it's paying off for us. We're not having as many mistakes. We're not getting as much done as usual, but we usually have to rework a lot more. We're not having that problem. So going at this pace, I think, is working for us. We'll keep going, especially since the pace keeps going faster and faster. It's going better and better. So you're working very well with this situation. You're being honored. The value is seen in you. It's going well. All right, let's go into the next spot. I think this whole thing is going to go well. Like, I don't see anything bad here. Not that you want something bad, but I'm not seeing anything bad. You got the Queen of Cups as you keep going forward. Because you keep progressing, and you realize you need to keep progressing, and you're on point with that. You're very well aware. You got the reality of it. You know that it's necessary, and you're doing it. And you keep doing that, and I feel like you're really starting to love this situation. You're really happy with it. I'm feeling a lot of good energy here. You're very happy with how it's going. I'm getting that you're actually coming forward with the Ace of Wands. You seem to be pushing things faster. You're pushing the envelope a little bit. You're making things go a little faster. I'm seeing you create this Ace of Wands. Like, all right, I've gotten up to this speed. I could go a bit faster. I know enough now that I can jump it up a little bit. It might be a little uncomfortable for me, but I can do this. But you're choosing to. Nobody's forcing you or pushing you to. You're choosing to. Because you are, and you're realizing this is going to keep the situation in a positive place for me. This is going to keep justice on my side. Things will keep going my way if I go just a bit faster. And you have the ability to choose to. You're creating this Ace of Wands because you're like, this is what I want. I want the stability here. I know this is what they want. And I can do it. If I do it now, then I'm in control of it. So I'm going to do it now because that means I get to choose. So you're doing that. I'm seeing the Eight of Wands in the environment kind of like, ironically, I feel you're the one pushing it forward. I feel like you're increasing the rate and they're just happy that you are because you got major card, you got major arcana there, and you have a court card there. They have a minor arcana because I feel like they're following this and you're creating a faster pace. You're like, I can do it. It'll be a little uncomfortable, but I can do it. I'm going to do it. And they're impressed. I actually feel like they're very impressed with this because it goes faster than they expect. And this is like a pleasant surprise for them. This is what happens between you and this situation is sovereignty, which I feel like things will not always go well. But there's a lot of trust that's placed in you. Not only that you hold up your end of the bargain and not only that you're dependable, but you look ahead and you're like, this is what's going to be needed. And you see that. This is what's going to be needed. And you work ahead of it. You get there beforehand and you get it up to speed or up to where it needs to go before it needs to be there. You're ahead of the game. And that's why the sovereignty is there. Like, they're going to look out for you because they feel like you're on point and you're going to not only do what's right for you, but you're going to do what's right for the situation and you're going to do your best to get ahead of things to make sure they keep flourishing. This is creating a very positive energy. Because the people who you're working with, whoever you're dealing with, they've got the karma card. They feel like the reason things are working out is because they chose well. And they feel like having you as a part of the situation this is also known as a judgment card in a lot of decks. It's like judgment in their favor because that's kind of what I'm feeling here. It's kind of like they made the right call. They got the right person here. Things added up just right. They have respect for you, and they have not just respect. What's that other word? There's something else here they have for you, but basically where they look at you, they depend on you to do what you need to do. It's not depend though. It's something else. They believe that they made the right choice. That's the short thing. It's not coming. The word is not coming into my head. I don't know why. This is what you have. You have the Chariot. You're going to keep going forward. Now that you have the momentum, now that you're feeling very, validated and accepted and honored, you're going forward very, very strong with this energy. You're going to create more things going forward. You've got a lot of places to go in this situation. I feel like if you're not a leader when you're in this part, you're going to become a leader at some point where you're leading other people forward. Because I feel like that's where you're going here. The Karma card in the environment with you, with the Chariot card, these are both major arcana. I feel like you're heading for a leadership role in some respect. It just feels like that. Now, if this is more of a personal situation, you're still leading the way. You don't have to have something on paper. It doesn't have to be a business situation for you to be literally the leader. But I feel like you're ending up, you're going forward to a leader situation. I feel like you're going to be the leader. And I feel like in the future, this is where you're going in the future, the Seven of Wands. Whoever you're dealing with, whatever you're dealing with, it's you with them standing together to keep things on point, to keep things successful, to keep things going forward. Because when I'm seeing the Seven of Wands, is like you're succeeding with this energy. Like you and this energy, you and the environment, whoever you're working with, you and them are standing together to forge forward, to keep things on point. But you're standing together. It's not like you have to fight the situation plus keep them or pull them in with you. It's not like that. It's like you have a situation that's causing you problems and you have to fight it. They step up and stand with you and fight with you. You know what I mean? Or vice versa. They're having a problem. They're seeing there's a problem that somebody's trying to push the situation off course and they're standing against it. You will then stand behind them and help them stand against that. Like there's that type of connection here. And when I see this Seven of Wands, that's how you're coming in with this energy later on down the road. It's like when you need something, they stand with you. When they need something, you stand with them. And I feel like that's where this is that's where this is heading. And that's where that's ending. All right, good. All right, thank you for watching. I hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.